Dear friends, today we are going to discuss about steam condenser. So this is our unit number 5. So let us see. First one, the definition of steam condenser. So condenser is a device in which steam is condensed to water at a pressure less than atmosphere. Condensation can be done by removing heat from the exhaust steam using circulating cooling water. During condensation, the working substance changes latent heat and the exhaust pressure in the condenser is maintained nearly 7 to 8 kilopascal, which corresponds to condensate temperature of nearly 313 Kelvin. So these are some figures that we can that can vary depending on the nature of the boiler that you are using or nature of the condenser that you are using. Now let us see functions of condenser. The first important function is to reduce the turbine exhaust pressure so as to increase the specific output and hence increase the plant efficiency and decrease the specific steam consumption. As in the condenser, we are condensing the steam into the water. So the condensed water we can use again into the boiler. So second function is to condense the exhaust steam from the turbine and reuse it as a pure feed water in the boiler, that I have already told you. Thus only makeup water is required to compensate loss of water. Now look at the different elements that are using in condensing plant. So first is condenser itself, then air extraction pump, then condensate extraction pump, cooling water circulating pump, hot well, then cooling tower, then makeup water pump and boiler feed pump. So these are the elements. Now let us see in detail. In this figure, just starting from the turbine, when the water is enters into the turbine, then steam is enters into turbine. The turbine blades get rotate. After rotation, the steam is passed to the condenser. So in the condenser, the steam get condensed by using the external cooling water provided from the cooling tower. This water provided from the cooling tower enters into the condenser and it extracts heat from the steam, and the steam get condensed, means converted into water. This condensate is passed to the hot well, and then from hot well it is again sent to the boiler as shown in the figure. You can verify it by using these arrows. Now classification of condenser. So the condenser is classified in different forms according to the type of flow. It can be classified as parallel flow, counter flow and cross flow. According to the cooling action, it can be classified at jet condenser, surface condenser. So in jet condenser, it is further classified as low level parallel flow condenser, low level counter flow jet condenser, high level condenser, ejector jet condenser. And in surface condenser, it is classified as shell and tube type, evaporative type. So these are the classification, and we can use this condenser as per our requirement. Now let us see jet condenser. In jet condenser, exhaust steam and cooling water come in direct contact and mix up together. Thus, the final temperature of condensate and cooling water leaving the condenser is same. So in this, the steam which is coming from turbine directly mix with the makeup water which is provided in the condenser. So because of this, mixing is occurs and the outcome of the cooling condenser is same as we have provided the makeup water into the condenser. The jet condenser is very simple in design and cheaper. It can be used when cooling water is cheaply available. Now let us see second one, low level parallel flow jet condenser. So in this, cooling water is provided as shown in the figure. Then exhaust steam is enters from top portion. The cooling water directly mix with the exhaust steam, and then in the downward wet air pump, from the wet air pump it directly circulate to the hot well. Then low level counter flow jet condenser is the another type. A pump for water supply is required if it is to be lifted more than 5.5 meter in height. Then high level jet condenser, this is also one type. So main concern in the jet condenser is that in this the water is directly mixed with the steam that is coming from the turbine. Ejector condenser. Movement of flowing water is used to remove the mixture of condensate and coolant from condenser without the use of any extraction pump. Now let us see the advantages and disadvantages of jet condenser. So advantages: simple in design and cheaper. Second advantage, less floor area is required. Then disadvantage, the condensate is not pure, hence not be reused. And second, low vacuum efficiency. Now let us see surface condenser. As we have seen in jet condenser, the condensate means the steam from turbine directly mixed with the water present in the condenser. In surface condenser, there is no physical contact. So in surface condenser, the exhaust steam and cooling water do not come in physical contact. Rather, they are separated by heat transfer wall. Hence, condensate remains pure and can be reused. So in this condition, in this surface condenser, the water is get free from the impurities. Suppose we have added makeup water, that time if the impurities are there in this makeup water, so it can be troublesome. So this problem can be avoided in surface condenser. These surface condenser are further classified in downflow surface condenser, central flow surface condenser, inverted flow condenser. Again, next is evaporative condenser. So in this type, the evaporation of some cooling water provides the cooling effect, thereby steam condenses. So in this, on the basis of evaporation principle, this steam get condensed. So as shown in the figure, the steam is passed in the tubular form through the condenser tubes, and on these condenser tubes the cooling water is sprayed. So when the spraying of cooling water on these condenser tubes, the hot steam in the condenser tube get condensed, and the cooling water that we have provided on these tubes get converted into vapor form, and these vapors are escaped from the upward direction to the upward direction. So that's why it is called as evaporative condenser. Advantages and disadvantages of surface condenser. So advantages: high vacuum efficiency, pure condensate, low quality cooling water can be used. It allows the expansion of steam through a higher pressure ratio. Now let us see disadvantages. Large amount of water is required. Construction is complicated because we are not directly making contact with the condensed steam and the cooling water. That's why the construction is complicated. Costly maintenance and skilled workers required. Large floor area required. So in large industries we are using this condenser. Now let us see the comparison of jet and surface condenser. The first one, cooling water and steam are mixed up in jet condenser. In surface condenser, cooling water and steam aren't mixed up. Jet condenser requires small floor space. Surface condensers requires large floor space. In jet condenser, the condensate cannot be used as feed water to boiler unless it is free from impurities. In surface condensers, the condensate can be used as feed water to boiler as it is not mixed up with the cooling water. In jet condenser, more power is required for air pump. In surface condenser, less power is required for air pump. So these are the comparison between surface condenser and jet condenser.